What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out the Tower Bridge incident fighter pilots protest against politicians. This is by Brothers in Arms, which are an absolute fantastic YouTube channel that do some really good videos. They also, which I didn't know until recently, sell clothing, and their clothing is really cool. So I will leave a link down below to the OG video and all their stuff. Go over there, check it out if you haven't already. I highly recommend it. Before we get started, though, the channel sponsor, Chug, you're going to get yourself one of these absolutely amazing bits of kit. If you're like me and you want to start buying things that last you a lifetime, this is one of them. Handmade here in the UK with sustainable materials, 10% off, link down below, free customization, free bag. I cannot recommend them enough. They are absolutely fantastic. Link down below. Also, check out Morale if you haven't. The cans are getting filled as we speak, which is insane, which means in the next week or two, they're going to get delivered, all 3,000 of them, through my front door, and I'm going to start shipping them to all the people who back the Kickstarter and all the people that want to buy them. And we're going to do this thing where when it launches, I'm going to most likely live stream me packing up all the Kickstarter stuff and sending it out. It's going to be super exciting. And the drink will be launched at that point as well, so you can also buy it at the same time as the live stream. I'll be giving out shout outs, all this good stuff. It's going to be really fun. If you want to stay included and up to date with all the information, you can check out the Instagram and the website. If you haven't, go and do that. Go follow, go pop in your email on the website, go check out what's going on over there. It's very, very exciting. Other than that, let's shut up, let's pull this up, and let's see what this is all about.
In April 1968, the British Air Force was struggling with massive budget cuts, and morale was at rock bottom.
Are we talking about back in the day, or are we talking about 2025? Because seems like same thing's happening.
As the Air Force's 50th anniversary approached, most pilots expected a huge celebration with air shows.
Yeah.
But politicians refused even that. So one of the pilots took matters into his own hands. Flight Lieutenant Alan Pollock was a commander of the Royal Air Force No. 1 Fighter Squadron. This tradition-steeped unit had not only fought in World War I, but also participated in the famous Battle of Britain in World War II.
Got history. They've got history. If you don't know about the Battle of Britain, you need to learn more about it because it is unbelievable. That battle saved Europe. It saved Europe.
For this very reason, it was particularly painful for Pollock that April 1st was celebrated without overflights and air shows. As ordered, the 50th anniversary passed without festivities, and there wasn't even a memorial service for the more than 38,000 fallen pilots.
What?
But the commander decided not to leave it at that, and his chance was to come just 4 days later. On April 5th, Pollock climbed into his Hawker Hunter aircraft and took off for Norfolk with other fighter jets. It was to be a quiet, low-key flight to take the planes back to their home base. Shortly after takeoff, however, Pollock suddenly left formation and reported that he was having problems with his radio and lost visual contact with the formation. He would fly back to the home airfield alone and meet his comrades there. The other pilots suspected nothing and continued their flight. Now Pollock's real plan could begin. Instead of heading for Norfolk,
surely this guy got into insane trouble for doing this. Because I've seen the thumbnail. It looks like he flies through the Tower Bridge. But surely he would have been in some severe trouble from this. Severe trouble.
He first made a low-level pass over a friendly airbase to kick off the Royal Air Force's birthday. After that, he headed for his main target, London.
Oh my God.
Again, he flew low over the city and then circled the Houses of Parliament 3 times with thundering engines to demonstrate against budget cuts and let politicians know they still had a fighting Air Force, as he later described. After Pollock flew over the RAF Memorial, which honors the fallen pilots of World War I, the famous Tower Bridge suddenly appeared in front of him. Until this very...
And then he had a great idea. Just like all military men do.
Instant, I'd had absolutely no idea that, of course, Tower Bridge would be there. It was easy enough to fly over it, but the idea of flying through the spans suddenly struck me. I had just 10 seconds to grapple with a seductive proposition, which few ground attack pilots of any nationality could have resisted. My brain started racing to reach a decision.
Oh my God.
Years of fast, low-level strike flying made the decision simple. Without any notice, he then flew right through Tower Bridge, passing cars and pedestrians only a few feet away.
Wow.
The gap between bridge piers was just 200 feet wide and 100 feet high. After the breathtaking maneuver, the commander paid visits to many more Air Force bases before passing his final airfield upside down, performing a perfect landing and being immediately arrested.
Yeah, I was going to say immediately. As soon as he gets out of that cockpit, immediately arrested.
The politicians and superiors of Pollock wanted to put him on trial and kick him out of the Air Force.
Wow.
But they knew that he would most likely gain public approval with the justification for his flight maneuvers.
Yeah, the politicians, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. I guarantee it, because as soon as they put this guy on trial for protesting against not celebrating it, there would have been even more slander against these politicians. At the end of the day, all politicians want is people to like them. That's all they want. People to like them, and money, actually. More importantly, they want money. But to get that money, they need people to like them. That's all they want. So it doesn't matter what they believe in. They just want that, money and power. So doing this would have been detrimental to their goals.
A disclosure of the true motives would harm them far more than the pilot himself. After Pollock was held in a mental institution for 2 days, 6 members of parliament publicly sided with him. Hundreds of congratulatory letters arrived from RAF pilots across the country, and a civilian airline even sent him a barrel of beer. As a result, the Air Force had the perfectly healthy pilot discharged for medical reasons to prevent him from speaking out publicly. The proud
So they did get rid of him then. That's surprising.
RAF pilot nevertheless turned to the public and received encouragement and support from all sides.
Wow.
14 years later, Pollock was officially cleared of all allegations concerning his protest flight. For the Royal Air Force's 100th anniversary, the Air Force had air shows going on for days. Good for them, as Pollock pointed out in an interview. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like rating and a comment for the algorithm. We just started doing longer videos, and this really helps a lot.
I'll leave a link down below to the OG video. Go over there, give it some love. There's like a couple seconds left, so let's see what it says.
If you want to support us even further, feel free to check out our online store, where we offer merchandise, free wallpapers, and much more. Thanks for watching.
The website is really good. I'll leave a link down below to all their stuff. It is really, really cool. You should check it out. What a great statement. I love people that genuinely stand by their ethos, even in the face of adversity. Cheerfulness in the face of adversity is one of the commando ethos. That's why I stumbled there. I was like, am I saying that? Am I saying that? But yeah, I appreciate people who do that. I just looked over and saw my Armed Forces pin. Veteran, there you go. But yeah, I think that people who stand by their morals, by their ethos, deserve to be praised. And I think that not celebrating the 50th anniversary of the RAF during, that time just because of money, it's freaking politicians. It's classic, innit? I'll leave a link down below to the OG video. Go check that out. Also check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. And also check out Morale. Can I get both hands up here? There we go. It's hard looking at the cameras over there and like getting the things right. Yeah, check out all that stuff. Link down below as well. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments. And other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.